Hey friends, a sunny day in London. And I'm just going to make a quick video because I've got a bunch of stuff set up here on the floor that you can't see. And we had a very successful graphics card installation. That's what I wanted to tell you. So computer's working, everything's groovy, but I have to go to workshop tonight and I didn't expect to, the one with Eddie Prevo that I've talked about. So a lot of the London Experimental Ensemble will be there and I want to be there with them. I didn't get much work done today except getting a pedal board and some gear ready to run out the door in a little while. But I did get some work done yesterday after installing the graphics card. Not a ton, but I got song 9 set up. So I'm just going to tease you a little bit with that. And remember when I said that song 6, Rotten Dream, was just going to be guitar and vocal, and it ended up being a lot more? Well, song 8, Ice Skates, is going to be just guitar and vocal. Reason being, it sounds fine to me like that, and I can't think of what else to put it on. Plus, it seems to me the message gets across perfectly without adding stuff, and it's just purer. You know, it just sounds fine. You know, you have to make these decisions on the fly, whether to add things or subtract later. And that one, I'm not going to do anything to. I will record it tomorrow. I might do the vocal and guitar live. Some of you may know that the entire I Curse the River of Time album was live. Like, not just me, live guitar and vocal, but everybody in one very small room. It was a converted garage that my friend Burhan built to be a studio. And we all sat in a circle, and we only had 8 inputs on top of that. So the back of my vocal mic, which was in figure of 8, was the kick drum mic. So there really wasn't much room for error. I had a figure of 8 U67 here and a figure of 8 down here on my guitar, all live. So I'm going to attempt to do Ice Skates live like that. If that doesn't work, or if it's too noisy or whatever, I'll just get the guitar perfectly and sing it. It won't be a lot of fuss. It's just going to be guitar vocal. I think it'll be great. So this one is song 9. It's called Let the Right One In. I think I mentioned it before. We're going back to the 80s with this one. Check it out. I can't move the camera closer today because of what's here, but I'll try to make it loud enough so that it gets picked up. You'll probably get the flavor. All right, here we go. So it's just a rough vocal, a synth kind of, I wouldn't even call it a bass line because there will be bass on this later, and some claps, some 80s claps I put on there. There will be a lot more 80s stuff on this because it's just perfect for it. In my opinion, I'd love to hear yours. All right, let the right one in. She was afraid she would get lost and wouldn't know the way. He told her to be careful and watch the things you say. He said he knew all her secrets and could see them in the dark. Said she was a little girl. They said she always had a spark. So what could she do but follow? What could she do but follow him home? What could she do but follow? He really thought he had control. You have to let the right one in. Mama always told us so. You have to let the right one in. Cause you never know. She asked him if he could come in and get shelter from the storm. And all the hurt that followed her began to take another form. She smiled at his trophy case and she knew she had found the one. He thought to himself, this is easy, not aware of what had begun. And what could he do but follow, follow? He never got the chance to choose. You have to let the right one in. Mama always told us so. You have to let the right one in. 'Cause you never know, you never know. Last I heard, she swallowed him and it's never. So, you get the idea, I think. I don't have to play you the whole thing. The only decision I have to make is I think there will be a breakdown. That constant eighth note thing is really cool and it works in this context. But I think there's a double verse at the end. And then if there was a breakdown, like, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, you gotta let the right, and then a double chorus at the end, it would have a lot more dramatic effect. So, what do you think? I'm happy to be back and working. I'm glad this graphics card worked because it was bloody expensive, but worth it. And thanks for sticking with me. We'll be doing more of this. I'll film ice skates as I record it, and I'll film more of this. And then I already know what song 10 is, and song 10 is the one I'm going to do on the Torso S4 granular sampler 4-track thing. Because I finished the words to that brand new song, and I'll do it all in the box and then a little bit in Pro Tools afterwards. All right, cool. Thanks. Catch you later.